Hi, welcome to Perspectives. Today we're going to talk about urgency versus importance. I was working with a client last night where this topic came up, and there was really a misunderstanding when we went to look at it. I have a coaching journal that I'd be happy to offer you. If you go to my fan page, you can like me there and you can find that journal that you can download. Anyway, the client was working with my journal. At the top of the journal, it talks about writing down your outcomes. And in the description, it says to write down what's important versus what's urgent. And this is a client from overseas, and he wasn't really sure and understood what's the difference between urgency and importance. And quite frankly, for my discussion with him, that difference was very important, and it came actually as a breakthrough for him. Because he felt that everything that was urgent was important. And what we've discovered in further discussion about him and his personality is that he has this sense of urgency for almost everything that he does. So he gets himself in a real problem when it comes to time management, because every new thing that comes into him becomes urgent and has to be planned and scheduled alongside of everything else. So there was very difficult time in prioritizing his work because of the sense of urgency that he had. And so when we were able to really identify that the things that are important are things that are geared around your outcome. And what that means is what's the result that you ultimately want to achieve. It's not about the individual tasks. It's about what's really important. And if you focus on what's important and you block time for what's important on a regular basis, you will move forward with your goals, whether it's personally or whether it's in your business. When you block that time, you will see success as you focus on what's important. All too often, and I had just recently did response versus reaction, all too often we're in reaction mode. We're so busy working in our business that we don't work on our business. And that's somewhat the difference between the urgency and importance, is when we're working in the business, it's firefighting, it's running from thing to thing. And that's really the main reason why most companies, 95% of companies, never reach the 1 million mark. And that's why they spend so much time running in their business that they don't take time to work on their business. They're not focusing on what's important, and they're dealing with what's urgent. And so I encourage you to think about this perspective more and what that means to you. Are you a person, as I would imagine a lot of entrepreneurs are, because it's in the nature, are you a person that naturally feels a sense of urgency for things? And how do you control that? How do you really identify, and one of the tools that I used with my client is that we really simply said, first of all, you have to recognize it. And you have to identify that, okay, here's something that's come in. Is it really urgent? Does it really need to be done today? And ask yourself, is it going to bring me forward on my objectives and my outcomes for today? Because if it's not, then it's something that you should push off, so that you can really stay focused. This is an element of time management. And so where are you having challenges with too many things that are urgent, too many things that need your attention that you feel like you can't delegate? Have a look at that. I challenge you to really think and notice as you're going through your day. And there'll be more about different issues around time management. And of course, I'm also going to be hosting some seminars on really some tips and tricks on how to move forward in improving your time management. If you save only 15 minutes a day, you're actually saving 3 weeks a year. What could you do with that 3 weeks? Could you spend more time with your family? Could you spend more time on sales so that your business increases? So really, creating strategies for yourself makes all the difference. This client that I was speaking to last night, he said, for him, he made a distinction that it's not enough to be diligent. He feels himself to be diligent. He works really hard. He said what he needs is tools and strategies to help him set a structure for his diligence, so that he's also really focusing on those outcomes, and he's got tools and strategies in order to do that and to hold him into that, so he doesn't get distracted here or taken into other areas. So I'd love to hear your comments about what discoveries has this perspective brought you. Maybe it's not now, maybe it's next week after you've spent some time this week noticing it. That's the first step, is noticing. Where does this perspective come to play? What does it mean to me? What does this perspective mean to me? So I'd love to hear your comments, and thank you for joining me. And I look forward for you to join me in my next session of Perspectives. Have a great day.